This isn't about two guys who play every night. This is about two guys who should. This is about the grinders, the role players. Wolves forward Mike Davies is a role player, but he's not bitter.
It's been tough knowing, coming in and knowing you're going to be the go-to guy, and then with the lockout, these guys are down here. So it's been tough, but it's just one of those things that I can't control. And just come to the rink every single day, have fun. My buddy Blake Jeffrey, who played for Montreal down in Hamilton, about a month ago he got hit with a skate, in the face or in the head, and I was hanging out with him, and he was telling me, why aren't you playing? And I was like, I told him because of lockout, obviously. He's like, hey, just wake up every day and have fun. The game was taken away out of my hands, and hopefully he can still come back and play, but as of now, he can't the rest of the year. So, that really put in, it was like a wake-up call, like, hey, you wake up every day and, and you enjoy what you have, because one day it's not going to be here.
Works it for Davies, shoots, he scores! Mike Davies, second game of the year, first goal, that's 2-0 Chicago.
I think I've proven that I can play at this level, definitely, and I think I've had a great impact whenever I have been in the lineup. It's just one of those things that you have to be ready every single day, every single shift. And I thought that I've done well. I've worked hard, and I think the coaching staff, I think they're happy with what I've done. So that's my goal, is just to be ready when the lockout does end.
Off ice, Mike brings a personality. It's great having personalities on the team and somebody that's funny, and there's always a conversation when he's around. Like, he's got good banter with the guys, and you need those kind of gel guys in the dressing room. On ice, he's probably the most skilled guy in a small area with the puck, passing, shooting. I think he's incredible with the puck. So, personally, I'd like to see him get more ice time. And again, the amount of numbers this year, it's been kind of a weird year, I think, for everybody. But now, with some injuries, he's getting increased ice time, and I think he will work his way into the coach's game plan.
Davies isn't the only player on the Wolves roster looking for more ice time. Defenseman Zack Zollars is in the same situation.
We're very similar in the situation that we're at. A lot of extra guys means that our ice time might be limited, or our games played might be limited, but we both work hard. We both want to strive and do the extra mile. I know he's here doing extra stuff in the morning, and we definitely do talk. And there are games that we sit, we're in the stands together. Obviously, we talk. So, but I think we both have the right heads on our shoulders, and we're taking it the right way. And obviously, we can help each other out with the situation. And when we need to vent or talk, he's right there. So.
That goal won that hockey game. Miska was scratched for the team's next 2 games. It brought back memories of his final season in Hershey, where he was demoted after 2 productive years.
That night I was on cloud 9 after that goal. I was really excited, really pumped to be on the ice, given the opportunity to obviously be in the overtime playing 4-on-4, and then being able to score and having friends and family in the stands was just outstanding. So obviously I'm really excited about that moment, and when I found out we were going to Absworth and I wasn't in the lineup, it was definitely, brought back memories from the previous year. So it definitely made it hard, but with conversations with the coaching staff and the management, I think it's what needed to happen that was best for the team.
Everybody's roster throughout the league is a little bit stacked. There's some more high-end talent on every team that you'd probably see in the NHL, once that opens up. So there's probably 2 or 3 roster spots on every team that are being filled by NHL caliber players, and that's sort of trickling down and keeping some other guys like Zach and like Mike out of the lineup right now. And it's tough to see because like Zach's a guy I've played with for 3 years in Hershey leading up to this. I know he can play. I know what kind of player he is and his work ethic and things, and Mike's doing the same thing, and they're doing everything right, but the numbers are just against them, and it's frustrating for those guys because they have to come and work hard, and they have to come and work out after practice, and they have to do the same things we're all doing. But it's just they're not really having that carrot dangling in front of them at this point in time. So it's tough to see on all of us. But I mean, those guys are being unbelievable teammates about it, and that's the big thing. When you're out of the lineup, you can take it two ways. You can either be a downer, walk around with a frown on your face, and be visibly upset and depressed about it, or you can just be yourself, be upbeat, be around the team, and enjoy yourself. Realize that it sucks, but it's not the end of the world.
He's right. It's guys that aren't playing. That's where teams tend to fall apart, is because those guys are in terms of a cancer in the locker room, and you can't be like that. It's you're a team, and at the end of the day, even whenever you do get in, you're a team at the end of the day.
Keeping it all in perspective is as important for the coaches as the players. They know this season isn't like most.
They both know their responsibility and what their roles. I mean, we talked about at the beginning of the year that, they were kind of going to be on the edge. I mean, whether it came to how many games they were going to play or how much ice. And there are guys that are getting hurt by all the NHL guys being here. But those are two guys that we also are going to need if the NHL does go back, that they're going to get bigger roles. But right now we've reduced our numbers. We have injuries that allows us to have right now to have 13 forwards. We have one extra defenseman, and whether that's Miska in or out. He did a great job the other night coming in. He's a player that has some experience, that comes into the lineup and knows what his job is, and whether he plays the next night or sits out, he works the same way in practice. He's got a great attitude. He's a good person around, a good teammate to be around, and they know what's happening with them. And when they get their opportunities, just put their best foot forward and show us what they have.
We have the lockout going on. Guys could be playing the NHL, but that's, there's this big unique situation this year. Sometimes mentally it's draining on those players. And we've seen that. We've been through lockouts as players and coaches. And so we can, I guess, bring our experiences to those guys and try to help them through this. Try to make everybody buy into what we're trying to do here.
Life's not easy, and even in everyday jobs, stuff's going to happen where somebody else might get the job instead of you because of where they stand in the company or certain qualities that they bring. So I mean, it's just one of those good life lessons to learn that it's just you just got to keep working hard, and you got to keep battle, and you can't get too down. And I think those guys realize it. I mean, in the end, it's probably better for them, and it's good for guys to have that competition, to really deserve your ice time, because when you get in the lineup and when you're playing, you don't take things for granted. You're not just going through the motions. You really understand the value of being put in that position. So I just think it's great sometimes to have a big roster and have guys competing for jobs.
While they wait for more ice time, Mike and Zack provide the rest of the team something not found in any stat column: the spirit of the wolf.
I think the biggest thing is just the friendships and relationships. Even though I'm not playing, or if the lockout does go a whole year, one thing you're getting from me is I'm going to work hard every single day. I'm going to come to the rink positive, and to make sure this team stays together. Even though I don't have a letter on my jersey or any of that, I'm a big team guy, and I like to have fun in the locker room and stuff.
Just wearing that name on my back is the #1 motivating factor, and giving my best every single night.